What's up, Amino? What's up, Wilbur? Welcome. $230? Oh, Jesus, man. You working on anything? Before the stream, well, I guess earlier today, for probably a couple hours, I've been setting up the Photoshop file and setting up like some of the base colors and overlays on it. And started to paint a little bit of like the rust in between there and trying to get some contrast and figure out what colors will show up the best. So, I mean, this is pretty blurry, but it's a good starting point. From here, we can start actually hand painting a lot of this stuff to really bring out the shapes. Because they are kind of getting, well, I mean, we're not seeing the detail shapes kind of come out until we start hand painting the highlights ourselves. And I also tried putting like a glow inside of the Dota thing, and it was getting kind of, I don't know, a little weird. I don't know, maybe I'd make it smaller. Kind of a nice touch. Let me see here. Maybe not as bright. Kind of starts playing way too much with the gold though, and that's the biggest problem I'm running into. It's just too little. Let me see, maybe if I a little more of the darkness show through. Maybe that'll work. And we can change also the inner glow for it. And let's see what we can do with the outer glow. Let's try that. I don't know, we'll try. Hey, what's up, Daspo? Welcome. What else we got? Coach Bombay. Do you get to the zombies coming from the tombstone? So there wasn't any information about those guys on the files that we picked at, but I'm guessing that they just forgot to add those in because the tombstone that you can get into as an immortal does have the custom skeletons and minions. So yeah, we'll be making those for sure. Pretty sure that they'll be something you'll be able to add. They just haven't set up the poly counts for them. Starting school in 4 days? Shit. So I chose the bigger anchor for Clinkz. Well, we haven't tried him in game yet, so after we get him in game and we see him with the colors and how it looks moving around, then we'll make the call if we shrink it a little bit. And it's not really shrinking the entire anchor, it's just this top part that is a little bit shorter on our other version. Let me see, where's that thing at? The hell's my weapon? Weird. Never made a folder for it. Alright, whatever. Where's the smaller one? I guess it's this one here? See, it's just a little shorter. But we're gonna try it again first before we decide what to do with that. We still have to do a lot of hand painting across all the textures. These textures are still probably just a little over half done. Maybe a little bit more actually. We worked on a lot on the coloring and gradients. So it's really just a lot of hand painting. So yeah, probably a third left. And we won't finish obviously all of this stuff, but we'll jump over to Undying back and forth. Keep it nice and fun. Hey, funny kid. No, he's not yet, but they kind of released a whole bunch of stuff with the new source stuff, and we saw all the information for it, and then they kind of took it away. But we're gonna get working on it anyways. Thank you, Daspa. Thank you, buddy. We'll be adding particle effects, not to Clinkz, but yes to Undying. Thank you, Dump Source. Hoorah! I'm also trying out a new mouse. So this was... this is the mouse that I was using before. It's the... oh god, what's the name? They're both SteelSeries mice. But this is... Kira or something? Oh my god, I don't. They have so many freaking weird names. Anyways, this is a smaller version, and then this is the new one that they came out with, I guess, not long ago, and it is larger comparison. So it's a little awkward for me to transfer over to it, but I'm gonna give it a shot for a week. If I don't like it for whatever reason, I'll just send it back. But it's lighter. It's not actually. It's heavier, but it glides smoother than my older mouse. I don't know if it's because of the bottom or the different material that they used for the sliders. Probably just because it's newer. But it feels lighter even though it's heavier. But when you do pick it up, you feel that a little bit heavier. Not a huge deal. The biggest change I think for me, besides not being able to put the sensitivity exactly the same as my old mouse, is missing my right button over here. They put both of them on the same side. So it's something that's really throwing me off, both for gaming and for working, because I always use the outside button for delete. So that should be fun. See if I can get used to it. Check this out. Donation. Maybe. Shut up. You don't know that. Thank you, LiveWorkshop group, for letting me know that this stream is going live. You guys use Steam, you want to get a notification, just join our Steam group, scroll down and add it up. I'm still not sure why he tells me that the thing is on. It's like, I made the event, man. You don't have to tell me. I'm here. Alright, let's jump over to Photoshop. I made a nice little whoop. Picks up the cogwheel. It's not automatic yet. They don't have that plugin set up for this version of OBS, which is the multi-platform version, but if I remember, I'll keep doing it manually. And people will still ask what program we're using, so I don't even know why we have the cogwheel. Good times. You're running nothing but Corsair equipment, and you have to admit you've been nothing but happy with it. Yeah, dude. I think it's my favorite keyboard yet. I had the keyboard before, the older version of this keyboard, which was just like the non-RGB version of it, of the LED lights or whatever lights they use for the other one. And those lights, it started dying out after like 7 months, I want to say, something like that. And it sucks because you can't like replace the light. You have to do this whole thing to send the keyboard back, and then they send you another one because it's before the year warranty or whatever. If you didn't get an expended one, right? But it's a pain in the ass. I mean, at that point, like, who the hell's gonna send the keyboard back? So this new version uses a different kind of lighting system for it, and apparently it should not have those issues that the previous one had. So I'm really happy with this keyboard so far. It's really, really cool. They are K97 RGB. That's right, QL. That's right. I think it's fantastic, dude. I'm able to use Direct 11 on it, and I'm doing an actual monitor capture right now, and it runs Photoshop's faster, and it runs the capture for the 3D programs like that used to use OpenGL. It captures a lot better, so you guys are getting a way smoother frame rate, and it doesn't slow down my Photoshop or anything. And this OBS multi-platform runs like everything. Like you can see the camera, it used to stutter a little bit, but I mean it's just freaking smooth, man. I'm loving it. The only problem is that it's missing a lot of the plugins that the regular OBS has. So we were missing like even the crucial, like the really simple ones, like a slideshow. We can't have the slideshow. That's why we're stuck on one image over there with the Boba Fett. And same with the top one. We only have one set being advertised right now in the top right. So We'll have to wait till they're working their butts off on that stuff. But yeah, really happy with it. They're cherry red keys, Duspa. My man, what's up, GK? Who needs plugins? I want plugins, man. They're fucking awesome. So there's the auto scene switcher, so that it recognizes when I switch to another program. So the cogwheel works automatically. It's a pain in the ass switching that automatically. Another plugin that I'm missing, this slideshow, obviously, for the images to keep switching. There was another big one that I really wanted. Oh, there was one for automatic, like, per scene volumes, so that if you turn off the microphone in one scene, like say for the intro, and I go back to another scene, the microphone turns back on, which is really, really useful for me. I spend a lot of time messing with that stuff. It'd be nice to get it back. But yeah, those guys at OBS are doing a fantastic job. So let's see what's next on this thing. Okay, I guess we'll paint the barnacles, since I mean everybody loves barnacles here, right? One second, guys, sorry. Scotch, really? Damn, dude. Pretty hardcore. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? What else are we gonna do? Barnacles, right. We're doing barnacles. Let me find this barnacles layer. After I paint the barnacles out, I'll then put a layer on top of that to get the nice highlights from them, make them look a little bit more wet. And our materials will make them look even wetter. We'll have a stronger kind of reflection feel for them. Now let's see, what color are these guys? Let me sample this color straight up. There we go. And we'll undo, go back to our barnacles. I'm gonna make this layer yellow just so that I can find it easier in the future. And we're painting, we're gonna paint at 100 actually. Alright. Let's paint these guys out. Let me show you what this looks like before we start painting all these guys. It's funny, you can see a little bit of the squares on that part of the sculpt from our clay build-up brush, but this is gonna get scaled down like huge, so it's not, you won't even see it. Not important. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. I'm not gonna save this, but I'm kind of on a roll right now. 1 second. We'll go back to the Clinkz and show you guys where the barnacles are right now and how much this pass of color is gonna impact the model. I should really put this underneath this guy. So we can get a little bit of the rust into the barnacles as well. I think that's a barnacle. Alright, so let me show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hide everything else. Just show our anchor that we're working right now. It's super busy right now, but we'll be cleaning all this up and painting it and making super nice ingredients across everything. I won't take that long. They're pretty fast. And there's not that many on this thing. Oh shit. Dustpaw, man, welcome back. Good to have you, man. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the sub. Cheers, dude. I think I have some meat if Pink Ninja didn't finish it. I'm gonna take a swig of that for you. Let me go underneath the magic curtain here. Don't look behind the curtain. Oh. Cheers, man. Pink Ninja! Oh my god, there's like... I was like, where's the meat? There's like... not even a fingernail. I can see the bottom of the bottle. Son of a... Oh, god damn it, woman. Alright, I'm gonna have to order more bottles. God damn it. Hey, Luncheon, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Dude, she sees it and she just opens the bottle up and starts swigging. Damn it, Pink Ninja. God damn it. It's alright. We're gonna calm ourselves down, paint some barnacles. Drinking my mead. It's alright. It's alright. We'll bring up some jello shots from downstairs in a bit. And we'll start taking those for subs. Since our meat has been compromised by a Pink Ninja with no credits. I don't know if that's a barnacle, but fuck it. We're making a barnacle. And then over here, gets into heavy barnacle territory. I'm pretty sure that's a barnacle. That's a paddling. Now I'm super zoomed in right now, so ignore the pixels you guys are seeing. Whoa, Photoshop, what's up, man? Why are you freaking out? Why not light being that zoomed in? Kinda weird. Sometimes Photoshop's kinda random how it uses its memory. Sometimes it drops some of the memory as you're working on something, so if you zoom in and out, kinda brings some of those things in, or it's not saving all the different layers. It's freaking weird, man. But you just work with it, and it fixes up, and you're able to continue doing awesome work. We also have a lot of other applications running right now. I don't think she likes that. I think these are barnacles? I think the UVs are stretching it like a little bit crazy, but that's okay. It'll show up fine on the model. The big should fix that stuff up. The ray tracing that it did. Okay, so after we finish just kind of like painting where the color is, this is just the color pass for the barnacles. Then we're gonna copy one of our light passes and paste that on top of these barnacles and make them look all shiny. And then after that, we're gonna add another pass and put a gradient on them so that they become maybe greener as they go lower down towards the bottom of the anchor, and maybe more into this kind of beige, kind of yellow towards the top. Or vice versa, you never know, kind of the contrast kind of plays off. So we'll start with the first option. I think that'll probably work. Whoops. Whoops, wow, that's a really pointy barnacle. This guy's got a little distorted. So for the really big ones, I'm gonna run a little bit of a smudge near the edges, so that they kind of blur into the metal. So you know, they're kind of like growing. It looks more like they're part of it, kind of growing out of it. They just be completely sitting on top of it. So here, I'll show you an example of what that looks like. Grab a nice soft brush here. And just maybe brush this guy out a little bit. And just come and have him swim into the metal. Same for some of the other guys. A blur could also do the job, but you just have to be careful with the blur. It might eat into some of your inking. Alright, I think those guys are okay. One of these guys that are, it's mostly for the guys that are kind of like half visible. The ones that will kind of like turn the barnacle so you see like part of it. For those guys, we're going to start blurring into the metal a little bit. And just kind of fix up. Whoops, we forgot this guy. Hoorah! Alright. Yeah. 6.85 tomorrow. Is that a fact, Railroad? Is that? Is this confirmed? Is this real? You trolling? I don't know. I can tell. I haven't been looking. Undying nerf, dude. If they nerfed Undying, I'm gonna stop playing a lot of Dota. I've been playing a few games at night. Maybe a few more. Don't look at my record. But if you do look at my record, check out the... Oh god, which one is it? I think the second last game, or the third last game. I had the best Undying game of my life. I fucking went carry mode with Undying, and I went 22-3, I think, or something crazy like that. And I was the carry for the team. It was ridiculous. And there's an amazing juke on Pudge. Where did I put? Actually, I have that here. Let me show you guys. I actually saved that as a gift because it's hilarious. I was showing the LiveWorkshop guys. You guys are gonna laugh your asses up. Check this out. Where is it? Images. So that's me running up high. I'm dead here. So Pudge comes in. I hit him up. Hide. Sneak into the middle one. He comes searching for me, and I sneak out and dodge the hook at the same time. That Pudge must have been so pissed off, man. 6.85 this week. Oh, see, now you went from tomorrow to this week. Nah, I don't know. %90 sure? Alright, man. You might lose 90% of your credits if you're wrong. Manny, you saw my versatility? Hey man, versatility doesn't mean shit all when you're getting a crazy amount of wins. I don't give a shit about versatility. Bet an Arcana? That's fucking Pudge. Terrible. Just terrible. Alright, let's see. We're sort of blurring this stuff out a little bit. Some of these barnacles. I may have started on some new emoticons for you guys, like we promised. There may or may not be a barnacle involved. I cannot divulge any information. We're going to hand paint a lot of this stuff. Actually, not that bad. When this gets scaled down, a lot of this will get fixed up, but we still need to do a few other passes before we start hand painting the lighting and the gradients, which are gonna make this look really, really nice. Okay, I think that's good for those current guys. Let's jump over to the other barnacles. Whoops. Oh, barnacles. Hey, there's some barnacles on this wood piece. What do you know? These guys are everywhere. There's even a couple of barnacles on this logo thing. I think the different material will really help us out here, especially because the wood's gonna have very little specular, and then the barnacles are gonna be all wet, slimy. Make a good contrast. This looks like a lot of barnacles. It's not gonna show up as much in the texture. They just look kind of clumped up on here. And we don't have the gradient pass on it either, so they're just like all super bright right now. But let's save this and I'll show you guys what we got so far. Whoops. Go. Stay in the line, Sith. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright. We're gonna need some smudging over here for sure. No doubt. Oops. And I'm still deciding whether we do an alpha in the middle of this section or whether we just like darken the crap out of it. The alpha might make it look skinnier than it is because it's a really thick part, the top ring of the anchor. So if we do an alpha on it and you're looking at it at certain angles, it's gonna look super, super thin. I'm not sure. Maybe we want it because it's from far away. It will actually look pretty nice. Up close, it might not be as good a thing, but it's something that we can test out super easy, so it's probably worth the test. Just paint out a little alpha on it, throw it in game, and we'll make our decision at that point. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save that, and we can see this guy change in a second here. Ooh. Look at that. That's a lot of freaking barnacles, holy crap. Alright, so it looks utterly busy right now with those barnacles, but it'll die down once we put the gradient on it. And the materials and all that stuff. My coming to the Frankfurt Major. You know what, dude? I don't think I can make it. There's too much stuff going on down here. And then I have to travel for Christmas to Canada. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough to go to Europe this year. I really want to go though. Really want to go. Oh, you screenshot it. I actually have that screenshot too. Is that, what is this? Oh, this is in Russian, so I can read the dates. I don't know how updated this is. I guess this is the latest one. Did I lose the last game? I thought we won our last game. Now I'm super curious. Now I have to check it. Hold up. Those are the latest? Oh shit! What do we get? What do we get? I think somebody sent us the Zeus Immortal. What is it? Armory now? I don't even know where the... Seriously? Is there like a page thing here? What the f... Oh, it's a slider bar. Okay. Guess it's an immortal. The hell is not showing up in here? I guess I have to accept it still somehow. Or I have to open the gifts, I guess. Yeah, it's not in here. Ah, it is a Zeus. Alright, cool. Got a Zeus Thunderbolt. Awesome, thank you, man. Alright, where's our thing? Hey, I'm a Mechanarium now. Or Mechanism. Mechanariums, if you guys haven't played that game, Mechanarium, amazing game. It's like, I want to say 2 years old? 3 years old? But it's really, really cool. It's a point and click, like, puzzle game. Alright, let's see. Ah, shit, I did lose my last game. And it was ranked. What game was that? Oh god, that game. Yeah, we got kind of pummeled. We had a, I think, second pick sniper, and he got countered hardcore, and he was very, very not good. And that's the nicest way I can put it. And yeah, it was, oh, well, that was a bad game. Yeah, let's not talk about that game. Yeah, look at versatility, 0.09. Eat it. Hey man, but I got so many wings going on. Climbing up a lot. What the hell? I don't want your, what is this, train simulator? Are you kidding me? Come on, Steam. Cool and dying plane that happened a few days ago. Oh shit, let me check this out.
Ripped from the headlines.
9 bodies by the same killer.
The wealthy New Yorker, they suspect.
Ice-T. He's terrible. Let's take a look.
The haste at 430. Need to get the tombstone off. He didn't. And now maybe change.
Hold on. We gotta get some resolution here. I wish it just give you the high resolution by default. But no. We go full screen. Can you guys see this shit better? Yay, perfect.
Down indeed. No,
Okay, so Dying gets
the grave could turn.
the shallow grave, throws down the tombstone, heals himself, puts down his Q on 2 guys and adds more health to himself. All the creeps are dying and he's getting healed a lot more, and then he just snowballs after that. You can't, he's unkillable at that point. Yeah, so that's the thing, you want to fight when the creep wave goes in. Even though you have like a good gank opportunity, just wait for that creep wave, because your ultimate, that's how you heal up while the battle's going down. Your tombstone kills the creep wave as well as your Q, if you do your Q and your enemies are around. So all those creeps that are dying are gonna heal you up as well as your own heal, and then you get extra heal from putting down your decay on their heroes. So all those things stacked on top of him, and he was unkillable the second he got 2 of those spells up. Pretty dope. Okay, I think we wanted a little bit of blue light to the highlights here. We're getting a little bit of this like magnetic kind of color. I just noticed it now on the wood. So let's see. Tiny, please rotate over here so you can hold my pen. Thank you. It's gonna be the top lighting. I think it's, is it this one? No, that's not it. What is it? Is it this one? Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so let's just add a color balance to this guy. I'm sure I have a color balance in here somewhere. We'll look Control G and just apply that to just that material. Holy shit! Okay, that's changing it quite dramatically. I'm gonna make 2 of these layers. I'm gonna call it lid top. Gonna make this guy's yellow, I guess. And we'll make 1 more group to call this wood, because we want different highlight colors for the metal as opposed to the wood. So let's grab those 2 guys, put those in there, duplicate those guys and put into metal. Alright, make those guys gray, make these guys red. Actually, screw it, make it all yellow. Okay. So now we have to make the mask for each. There's the wood. So we'll just do that and select that and inverse it, and then apply that as a mask to the other one. There we go. So see? White, black, and white. Vice versa. So let's hide this one. And we'll do the wood first. And see what kind of colors we can add to it. Here we go, here's our color balance. So these are our midtones. Let's take a look at the highlights. Yeah, so there's a pretty strong red on it, and what we want is more of a yellow. Ooh, that's much nicer. Yellow and a little bit of green, so that it mixes really nice with the rest of the set. Okay, so that's actually really nice. That was super fast. Okay, so now let's do the metal. And let's see what the hell the metal is doing right now, actually. So this is what we had before. This is with the color on top of that gradient. If you guys are curious what the gradient looks like, here I'll multiply over here so you guys can see it. So this is the gradient that I'm applying it to. I actually did this gradient by hand so that we could have the dark coming from the bottom or the tip of the anchor, and I painted a gradient across to the top, and then I kind of eyeballed the levels for it and painted the rest of the UVs by hand for the gradient. So there's that. So let's see if we add a color to that gradient for the, or it's not a, this is a light map combined with the gradient. There's a couple of things combined on that layer that I just showed you. It wasn't just the gradient. There was an AO, the gradient, and an ambient occlusion, a really sharp ambient occlusion for the inking kind of thing that you guys saw. Okay, so here we go. This is, all the highlights are getting a really odd color. What's going on here? Let me reset this guys a little bit weird. Yeah, it was the shadows getting really green. And really what we want to fix is just the highlights. They're getting way too red. So let's see, what do we want for the highlights? I'm thinking of more of a yellow as well. Yeah, the saturated yellow maybe? Tiny bit of red. Maybe we tone it down as well. Try and tone these colors down all uniformly. They're getting multiplied with our color pass on top. I just desaturated the main layer, and now with this pass then we have more freedom to get more accurate colors here. A little bit more greens maybe on the top. Go ahead and save it, and I'll isolate it so we can see the changes. So you see the lighting on this wood like kind of unify really nicely with the green, and then this up here should get a little bit more of that green as well. Yep, much nicer. This is a really good starting point for us to start doing the hand painting with highlights and getting rid of some of the extra detail in the middle and making it nice and readable from far away. Kind of like what we did to the stub part of the wood. That's the only part that we really hand painted so far. That and a little bit on the do-rag. Oh, and the loincloth. So as you can see, those things are like the nicest and the most illustrative and painterly on this scene. So we'll be pushing that stuff across the whole model, which is really, really busy right now. Check out those stats. Oh, what stats you got over? Holy shit. Versatility. See, I don't think versatility means anything. As long as you choose something that you're gonna win with, I mean, who cares? As long as it works and you're not screwing the team over. And that's the thing with Undying. He works for any game. It's crazy. It's so good. You're a hell of a pusher, man. That's kind of weird. I'm sure you're not playing a lot of these heroes up here, because I guess Timbersaw can push pretty good. Storm Spirit usually just ganking. You're definitely farming your tits off. Holy shit. Oh hey Ariel, what's up, girl? I haven't tried the boss fight custom game yet. I haven't actually tried any of the custom games besides just the default Valve one. Overthrow. And I got pretty sick of Overthrow. It's just so random. People snowball and there's no catching them. And there's always a Storm Spirit that just wins all the time, or snipers. Steal kill. Still. Yeah, fuck. Is there any way to get a set outside of a treasure? Yes, Jack. You can buy them on the community market. I think after 3 months of the item being available in a chest, it then gets it's available for people to start selling it on the community market. So you can buy it off somebody, or somebody can give it to you, etc. Or you can get us a drop for free. But good luck with that. Is that troll face in the middle of the crossbow thing? You know what? I'm not even gonna look for it, because then that's all I'll see. No, there's no troll face. Why is there a $121 Sven sword? Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. I don't think he's got any like outstanding swords to cost $121. It's probably like super rare, and people put a price on rare stuff, even if it's like crappy. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm not saying it's crappy, but I've seen some crappy shit that is worth like $200. It's like just because there's like a few of them. I'll never understand that. The China stuff, yeah, because there's They're hard to get here in the market, so their price goes up for anything in the China market, and it's just really silly. Very, very silly. Alright, so we need to put some brown in there, okay. Let's see how close I am on here. I kinda guessed. Oh, I'm way low. I have to go way higher by the middle of that barnacle. And this one's pretty close. A little bit more. Okay. I just kinda sketching in where the rust would kinda accumulate there, touching the wood. Alright, alright. You sold your TI2 Courier back in the days, 330 bucks? Holy crap. TI2. I don't even remember what the Courier was for TI2. Was it Lockjaw? The blue Lockjaw? Or was that TI3? I don't know. Just painting barnacles over here. Those lighting passes worked great. Alright, alright. Gradient. You're not a gradient. Okay. Color you differently. Maps, orange. Color code this a little bit nicer. And the little these layers we don't need on here. We should. Oh, is this gray? No, that I do need that gray. Okay, and then I'm gonna apply this thing. No sense in wasting all that text, all that memory for a tiny little bit of wood section. Okay, that's a little cleaner. And let's find our barnacles. There they are. Really make these guys as green, I guess. No, they're kind of yellow. Alright, whatever. Still have the color. Perfect. I want to start a paint layer up here so that I can start putting our palette here. Put that underneath our glow layer. It doesn't matter. The glow's never gonna. Whatever. I'll put there. And we're at 100. Okay, great. I'll just put that right here so we can always just color pick it. MB, what's up, man? Have I seen Mutton Eye Skywalker said? I have. I saw him working on it when he got started, and then I saw his texturing a little bit the other day. And he was doing some really, really neat little painterly stuff for the wings. Very cool. Whoops, wrong layer. He worked on. Oh crap, wrong layer again. He worked on that thing a lot of time off his stream. So he got it done really fast. Whoops. We will help him out, and when he releases it, we'll put it on the LiveWorkshop website and on our social media and get everybody to go check it out. Help our friend out. He does great work. I can't see what's barnacles. Is that a barnacle? I don't know. Can't tell. Okay, I think I got all the barnacles, you guys. Nope. Go ahead and save this. And let's take a look. Whoop. Nice, nice. Ursa Alpine set. Yeah, that's a perfect example, GK. It's rare, Valve took it out. Worth hundreds of dollars. Not the greatest set. Let's make an alpha pass on this really quickly. So we'll put on normal maps just so we can see where the hell we're painting this alpha. Name our layer. And we'll do the alpha for the chain. Alright. And is there anything else that we needed for the alpha? Oh, we said we're gonna try maybe the middle. Let's just try it right now. We're able to see it in XSI. Holy crap. Alright, let's just take a guess here. Try to make it a little bit rounder, a little bit nicer. Not sure about this mouse yet. It's not as precise as the old Dota mouse that I had from SteelSeries. I even had to put a mousepad down because it was not liking my desk. And I'm not a mousepad guy, so it's kind of annoying that I had to put a mousepad so that the mouse would actually work most of the time. Oh, for it's actually slowing me down, but it's also new. Sensitivity's not exactly the same, you know, so it'll take a while. Get used to it. Alright, let's see. There's our alpha. What the oh, really? Did I delete the other alpha? Hold on a second. I'll get it back. There we go. Ah! Alright. Like those two guys, and we'll make a mask over here. Alpha channel. And we'll invert that. And that should make our alpha. I'll put the alpha in here, we don't need to see it. And save. And now over here, we're gonna look at our material and make a transparency. And it should be working. Oh, there's back faces, so they're hiding each other. Gotcha. Okay, so it's actually working, but I just need to go in here and kind of just delete these guys to see how it looks. Because I have back faces on, so the back face is actually hiding the alpha, I guess. And then see fighting on top of it. If that's not it, then I don't know what the hell. Weird. Okay. I think Softimage flips it. Interesting. Alright, we have to refresh it, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so the hole at the top looks a little weird because it's showing the back face, which is not gonna do in game. So let's just delete those back faces and take a look at this guy just by itself. And I actually like the hole in it because it shows also the barnacles kind of like taking up some of that space, which kind of hide the fact that if you look at it some angles it might look super thin or something, but I think it's okay. And then the chains, we just need to paint this black strip out. It looks kind of bad, but you know, the chains with the alpha look pretty dope. Good alpha, good alpha. Chukwa, what's up, man? All the textures support alpha? Yes, QL. And with the new system, you can make anything alpha. So you actually submit an alpha texture now instead of putting it into your color map. Everything has its own texture for all the materials, including the alpha, which used to be part of the color. Yeah. So I think it's easier this way. I like it. And of course, the cheapest way to buy the set is to buy a random treasure chest. Yeah, it's kind of weird, Jack. I understand what you're saying, man. Hey Manny, when sculpting the hair, do you start with symmetry and then switch it up? I actually kept symmetry for Clinkz the entire time because it is mirrored on him. As far as the medallion hair on this guy, I did start with symmetry and then I just kind of changed the middle a little bit since we had unique UVs for it. You can see it's not symmetrized. You can see the different kind of barnacles across the face. But yeah. Can you see how he's attacking something? I actually don't have him into the game yet with this stuff. We'll have an in-game preview pretty soon though. Yeah, it really depends more on your texture and your memory use, and if you're gonna have the space for unique UVs for the other side of the hair. You know, for Dota, it's super expensive to have unique UVs across everything, so most of the things get mirrored by the end of it. So also, I'm keeping this material on, well, this texture on this anchor kind of on the bright side. Because when we do the materials for this, and what I mean by that is when enemy makes the materials for this, the metalness actually darkens the color quite a bit. So this is going to get darkened, and then the specular on top is going to dance across it really nicely and create that metallic look that we want. Thank you, Chokwa. Right on, man. We should make an animation for when he gets a kill. I don't think there's an animation set like when people get kills. So we have no way of triggering it unless we do some custom stuff that Valve won't put in because they're still working on Source 2 tools. So we can edit those files where we could call different stuff. And even then, I don't think we'll be able to call just random animations. That'll be... Valve probably wouldn't like that. Unless we make a taunt, then that would work. Barnacle boy, yeah. Alright, well these barnacles are painted, so that's one step forward. We're working on particle effects, so we're not planning on doing particle effects for this Clinkz set because we wanted to submit it and get, you know, make it just work straight off the bat without all the crazy tools that Bob's working on at the moment, and we're not sure when those are going to be released. So we want this guy to just work right off the bat and for Valve to put it in as soon as possible if they like it and if people like it. So if that happens, great. If the tools come out before we finish, which I doubt, then we can do some special effects. As far as water goes, I'm not sure water is a good idea out of his mouth because he's got a fire effect coming from his chest at all times. So if anything, we could have like water dripping from him from his coat or splashes on his boots that are still wet. Things like that would kind of work out. Maybe a little smoke coming from the eyes of his back. That would be pretty dope. Or his demon, his demon having some green kind of smoke or flame. Those things will look really, really cool. And obviously making something special for his bow, but we're not really thinking too much about those special effects because we want to submit it as soon as we're finished. But hey man, you never know. Maybe they finish those tools and maybe we're able to do special effects for him. Who knows? I'm gonna make a second material so we don't see it, so the wood doesn't get messed up here. Wow, you just change it up there, okay. So we'll go with this one. Transparency, okay. Take a transparency for these guys. There we go. So only the top part and the chains have transparency, and this other part doesn't get messed up with the whole viewport. All right. Let's do, well, actually, having the barnacles kind of plain like that, it's not a terrible thing. Let's do the gradient first and see if we actually need a highlight pass. Oh, we'll probably need a highlight pass. Let's just try it real quick. And, I'm gonna grab this red one. We'll get rid of the color, or change the color more to a yellow. And brighten it. The specular's a little bit too tight, I think, for my taste. I'm gonna run a filter on it. Maybe a blur, like a smart blur, perhaps. Not sure. I'm gonna try another one. Different light pass. This one might be better, but I need to start messing around with its contrast. We also need to kill the color on it. And then we can mess around with the color and add a little bit of maybe greens and blues to the shadows. And then some red and yellows to the highlights. And the midtones, I guess. Not crazy, it's getting... Those specular highlights are too harsh, too little. They're gonna get pixelated. Too old, sorts of hell. Yeah, don't like that one. Gonna delete that as well. Let's see, maybe this one will be better. Oops. Get rid of that orange color on that pass. I don't mess around with the contrast. Yeah, I don't know about this either. A little weird. Perhaps just a lighting pass on top of it will be better. Let me find a good light pass here. One of these layers, one of these gradients maybe. Maybe the lit material. Try the lit material. This will probably work. Maybe it's an overlay or a soft light. And then we're also gonna add color to it. Get some nice greens and blues in the shadows. And those reds and yellows back in the highlights. Alright, let's try that change. A little too dark at the bottom. We'll have to fix those guys up. Dude, yeah, more taunts would be freaking awesome. I think people just forget to do the taunts too for some heroes. You never see them. I mean, I don't have any heroes that have taunts. I think I have the taunt for Pudge, but I don't really play Pudge. So, yeah. More taunts would be cool. Like Ted Hunter's like backstroke. Genius. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Yeah, those definitely got darker because of the gradient that got applied to it. So, I think the gradient just got a little too harsh near the bottom. So I'm gonna bring that gradient back. Is this one here? Gotta paint all these guys green so we know these are all for barnacles. And we're gonna flip this gradient. Oh crap, that's the wrong gradient. This is the right gradient. So this is just being applied to the barnacles. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna make it a lighter. And I'm gonna turn it to 0 and then just bring it up a little bit. So we highlight those guys down there. And I guess we want a little bit of color to this too. So we'll make the highlights green and blue. And add a little bit of that yellow back in there. A little too green. Not sure. It's tricky because you want them to contrast too. So maybe we put them a little bit of a light blue or teal, and then have them go to yellow towards the top. That might do something really nice for us. So here we go. You guys are having a really silly conversation. Not even gonna jump into that. I think this one could be lighter. Contrast back in. Maybe desaturate a little bit. Smoother gradient. Whoops.
Sun steps down and escapes the day. We'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once.
Alright guys, don't spam the chat with the single conversation. It's gonna go nowhere. Alright, so it looks like we have to work on the back as well. Whoops. And I guess we have the barnacles at the bottom here. I haven't looked at this Photoshop file in like a week. Oh god. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Where are these barnacles? These are the glows, okay. These are the barnacles. Okay. So I guess we wanna...
When the colors fade and it turns to gray, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else
I'm gonna start blurring some of these guys out. The detail's too harsh on a lot of these passes. I'm gonna start taking the barnacles away, maybe. Because the specular should bring that stuff in. It also made it darker, so we gotta keep that in mind. Oh shit. Gotta flip that selection. There we go. Alright, so now the barnacles are cleaner, which is nice. They'll be more painterly. And now we want to add a gradient, but just to the painterly barnacles. So they get a little greener towards the bottom and more yellow towards the top, like our anchor. So I'm gonna grab this gradient up here. Apply that to the barnacles only. Overlay. Okay, that did nothing. Let's flip that. There we go. Okay, so then we turn this into an overlay. And we're gonna add some color to this. Shadows, a little more blue, a little more green. Oh shit, that's too much. And highlights, we want to go with a little more red, a little more yellow. And that should probably take a good punch out of it. So that's before and after. Yeah, that is gonna be way nicer. They make it a little too bright near the top, but we can control that in a second. There we go. The lion barnacle? Why do we put barnacles on lion? Why wouldn't we? Is the question. No, I think you could pay to get into the beta somehow. I think that's what Jules is talking about. That was like a while ago. Yeah. That's right, it was a key you could purchase to get into the beta early. Yep, I remember that, Jules. There was a time where you could purchase beta keys. Hey Chef, what's up, man? Welcome. Oh, the meat's almost gone. Gonna be sad. Sad days. I think these guys are getting way too bright at the top, especially in game. Anytime you have anything like completely white in Dota, it's gonna get just blown the hell out. So we're gonna bring down this bright colors a little bit here as well, and then on the anchor. There we go. Save that. We'll do the same for this guy. Where are these barnacles? Is it you? Oh shit, it's not you. Is it you? It is you. Okay. Make sure they don't blow the hell out. A little nicer. We'll need more of these little white ones, maybe across the other items of Clinkz, because we didn't really get that far into the other textures. We're a lot farther on the back item and on the durag than on the body, the gloves, boots, the hands, etc. So we'll get this nice bright white beige onto some of the head barnacles. So they pop out just like they do up here at the top. Those look really nice. And then we'll do our painterly stuff. What the hell? Material should really help us with the contrast of everything. Once we have like a reflective, shiny metal, flatter wood, the shiny gold metal, flat durags, shiny hook, flat cloth pieces, flat wood. It'll all work out. Let's try a little test on the painterly stuff for the set. So we'll grab a 7070 brush. And we'll just start grabbing colors and painting some of this stuff out. And see if we can get this nice and smooth. So let's see here. This could probably be smoother up here. A little bit brighter, if you will. Or gradient-like. Oops. And we'll thicken this out so it's more visible. Oops. What's the main criteria for sets getting accepted? Is it votes or quality? I feel like these sets should be guaranteed to get in. Oh, thanks, Razor. It's a combination, really. I mean, the votes are more than anything to help Valve, you know, get the sets noticed by Valve so they can take a look at them. You know, and then they decide with their internal team, their voting team or whatever they call it. If people like it and they think it's gonna make a good addition to the game, and then it goes in. Whoops. Down here is going to be pretty shadowy, so we want to grab something darker perhaps. Maybe even this brown? Darker version of the brown? kind of push that shadow there so that this middle piece really pops out. Let's paint that out. And make sure that it's a nice little gradient to it. Nice and smooth. Same with this, guys. These are not very smooth colors. Guess this should be more of a cut. So we're gonna darken it. And we'll add some browns to it too. We'll do the same to this side. Painting a little gradient here. That will contrast the metal piece coming out. Get a nice little highlight for it. So that's pretty fast little pass on it. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. You'll see this middle section right here really nice little punch to it. Bam! Way clear. Oh, there's a little update going on? Anybody know what's in it? Fix the bug where check marks were not showing up for purchase recommended items. Ah. Well, damn. And this side, let's take a look at the model real quick. What's going on over here? Really dark on that edge. I will grab maybe some of these colors over here to make it more uniform. I mean, I know there's a gradient on it. It's supposed to be getting a little bit darker towards the bottom, but this is just it's too smudgy. We don't want it to be that bad. We need it to be smoother. So we'll grab maybe this color here. Start punching this guy across. And this guy up. And we'll twiddle the highlight here in a second. And it'll work a lot better. But we gotta replicate the other side while we're at it. Let's see, what's a good highlight color for you? Should work out. So you see this section changed quite nice. Whoop. Alright. Grab some of these highlights. Our highlight's gonna get a little bit darker the lower we go on this because we want to keep that gradient kind of feel to it. But on the very sharp sections, we'll try and do it a little bit brighter so they show up from far away. Create something really nice for us. Ooh, this is really section. So I have to use some greens here. It's like Metal Gear, doesn't it? A little bit. I'm not crazy. Your workout. Okay, this song just turned huge. From like Metal Gear to some like crazy metal shit. I don't know what's going on. Barnacle's got really bright down here. What the hell? Hey, what's up, Jet Robin? They did a little bit, the first version of it, so it's still pretty early, and it's basically just so you can submit stuff to the workshop again, but not the new like special effects or more advanced bones and technical stuff, animations, things like that. I watched a little bit of the Metal Gear Solid game, and I saw the dog just following you around and like creeping around with you. But every time I see somebody playing that game, it's just the same level. He's just always outside, like fighting tanks. And I was like, is there any? Do you go anywhere else in that game? Kind of boring after a while. I'm sure you go somewhere else. It's just weird that I've never seen anything else besides that outside desert map with the one like little station. I don't know. I'm sure there's more. Whoops.
After they came and destroyed the land, there was one spark of hope left for all of mankind.
Another Pudge pick? Holy crap. I saw a Pudge pick last week. Or, was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. It was. Oh god, who was it? It was like the American Dandies, what they were calling him. And he was like missing every single hook. They were giving him a really hard time. I felt kind of bad for the guy. Wait, Secret won those games? Or what were we talking about? They beat the Alliance and Navi? Let's work a little bit on the wood over here. Let's grab a little green. Give these guys a little bounce. Whoa, that's really harsh. Now we want like a little bit more of a dark brown, I guess, for down here. Get rid of all these super dark black shades. We don't want them. Paint them out real quick. Nice and easy. Alright, I'm gonna start painting this guys out. Put green glows on here.
Transform.
Keep some of this desaturation around the corners. It works pretty well.
Transform your state of mind.
And then we just blend them in. Pretty straightforward. Painterly stuff. Well, this is getting really techno right now. Jesus. Sounds familiar. What do we use for this? A little bit of a brown? Brown in here. Some of these highlights.
Enter this mystical world. Transform your state of mind.
And a little bit darker down here, like maybe this. The whole thing to be bright. Got a little bit of a shadow by the barnacles. I don't know. It's this side we're working on, I believe. Yeah. Here. Yeah, Storm Spirit needs the biggest nerf in the fucking world. Bloodseeker a little bit. Lena. I think Axe is okay. I mean, you can still find ways to battle Axe. But the other three, holy crap, man. Those holy shit. And Anti-Mage will definitely get a little bit of a nerf. Laguna base cost 100% more mana. I don't. The Laguna Blade's not the problem. It's that she's just. She's so quick that she can keep her distance from you and do all her spells and just increasingly get faster and faster and faster. And then if you see her with a blink dagger, oh yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. He's a tricky one. I guess this side needs a little bit better. More of this light kind of creeping across. Yeah. Oh, hey Manny, what's up, man? How you doing? I forget where you are. You're somewhere overseas right now, right? Like crazy times. Alright, that side looks fine. Let's work on this side a little bit more. A lot of these screens are a little bit weird. They're gonna be able to match these perfectly to the top part, so we might need... Need to go into 3D code modbox for this. Good thing is that this is actually pretty smooth. Not a lot to worry about here. Get a little harsher on these gradients. Call it a day. We'll jump on undying pretty soon, I think. So we can work on that on stream a little bit. Since you guys missed a little bit of the stuff that I worked on for the chest of the golem. And a little bit on the minions. Decrease her intelligence? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe the cooldowns a little bit would actually fix her. But she just spams her spells non-stop, and she can keep distance from you. There's nothing you can do. So maybe a slight cooldown increase would fix her up. Troublemaker, Fire Lady. But what do I know? Okay, this music's getting a little weird. Let's play something else. I think the Bloodseeker's passive should have an random or a certain amount of range, and not have the whole entire map. You know, that's not even the problem with Bloodseeker. It's his speed gets ridiculously out of control. It should never be as high as it gets so easily, and his Q I think is the most annoying thing in the world. That needs a nerf somehow. It's just like if you don't have a TP and you're by yourself, you can't fight that guy. Raptors you, throws on the X, and just destroys you with like 4 clicks. That should need something different. I don't mind Rapture, I don't mind the global vitality thing. Just the Q. Holy crap. That thing's overpowered. It's like the perfect team initiator on top of being the perfect single person ganking spell. It's ridiculous. And I was actually having a chat with Nerf now, and he hates Storm Spirit as well. we're talking about how OP his ultimate is, and Nerf was like, yeah, I mean it's basically like a traveling spell that gives you damage and makes you invulnerable at the same time. And mid game, if you have a Bloodstone, you have unlimited mana pretty much. You can sip in, do all your spells, kill somebody, and then sip out without having anything to worry about. That's just horseshit. No other hero can really do that quick. On top of him being really strong across the board. I mean, holy shit. Fucking Storm Spirit. What is happening here? Probably shouldn't paint that part yet. I gotta smooth that out. Let me find it. Is it you? It's you. So let's fade this guy out a little bit. Look nicer. Fade it out. And I guess the top one also needs a fade then. Nice. Good. Much nicer fade. Okay, let's do the top. Or the bottom, I should say. This guy's out. And then we'll paint over a little bit more of that bright highlight there. Right now this is really raw. Gotta make it look pretty, smooth, painterly, gradient. But step by step, we'll get there. Also help us brighten it up a little bit. It's getting pretty dark down here. Should be good. And we actually haven't painted all this stuff out, so let's continue painting this stuff. And we'll go to a different brush. And you can't harass him out of the lane. Are you talking about SS? Yeah, Envy, they need to increase the cast point, or I don't know, man, because by the time he gets Bloodstone, that shit just multiplies, and he's just like, it's like he's in the fountain, and he's getting just that much regen for his mana, so he can just do whatever he wants. And then if he gets BKB, he's like, what do you do? And then if you're actually winning the game, and you try to go high ground on their barracks, he can just sip in and then even faster, you know, be at the fountain and regen twice as fast with his Bloodstone and everything, come right back and destroy you. I hate him. Holy crap, do I hate him. Oh, who's that? Caruntino, what's up, dude? Oh shit. That's fucked up. Dude, you need an username. There's no way I was gonna get that one. Got a lot of cleanup to do over here. Holy science. We'll have to smooth this stuff out as well. stuff looks alright. Let's go back to our paint early stuff. Sure, this stuff needs to get cut out at the same time. There we go. It's like, why didn't that work? Brush was hidden. The layer was hidden. Alright, paint the stuff. We'll highlight it with a little bit of a blue. Make it pop. Make it pop. My buddy at Lucas would always bug me that I would always say that, you know, needed to make this thing pop or that thing pop, that texture pop, pop a lot. But it's true, man. That's what makes shit noticeable. Contrast it, make it pop. Boom. Getting cleaner. And I think the barnacles by the ends of the bow are getting a little too bright. So let me see, where's that layer? Is it you? Is it you? And I made a selection folder up here where I can just select the arrows. Awesome. And then we can go in here and just shadow them up. Go to midtones, about 10%, sure. No, that's not doing jack shit. Go 50%. I think those guys I want to make